population. So we see that now we have a service where people cannot pay because there's no payment, there's no bank, there's no credit card. Yeah. Then there's no PC user, all mobile users. And we look at the population breakdown. So this I got from Kompas, local newspaper, last year. So they say these are the Indonesian middle class population, the breakdown. Like people who have income, the bottom one, okay, I think this part is people in the city, the blue one is people in the village. Yeah. So 89.1% of people in the village actually is considered as poor, having income below $2 per day. Only 25% got below between 2 to 4 US dollars. And the one that has income above 10 US dollars per day is very small. Okay, so most user actually is here. Yeah, and this is unlike China. China actually is in the middle. Indonesia, everything in the bottom. So if you talk about a pyramid, Indonesian users is like in the bottom of the pyramid. Talk about the devices. Yeah, I think 95 or 97% of Indonesian mobile phone users actually they are not on contract but they are on prepaid, so they buy, they use. Yeah, and the phone sold, over 80% of the phone sold in the market cost below 1 juta rupiah, below 120 US dollar. So not phones like this. Right, people don't use iPhone in Indonesia. Yeah, a lot of people say, oh, a lot of people in Indonesia use BlackBerry. Yeah, but who? My friend uses BlackBerry. But if you really go to, let's say, outside of Jakarta, you can't find people use BlackBerry. So BlackBerry population is about 6 million phones in Indonesia, out of 200 million phones. Even though it's big for RIM, yeah, but for Indonesia, it is still small. Yeah. So if you want to build application and you build, let's say, for PC, you have a small market. But if you do it for mobile, you got a very big market. Yeah, but not much people do that. Then the phone, if you build an application with high speed, yeah, you need a lot of bandwidth. Problem is Indonesia, 70% of the phone actually is non-3G. Because they buy cheap phone, 1 juta rupiah, even like more than 50% of the phone sold in Indonesia actually below 500,000 rupiah, below $50. Okay, 84% is no GPS, but I think the number is getting better. 80% is closed OS. So it's not Symbian, it is not iOS, it is not Windows Mobile, it is not, what do you call it, Android. Android is growing, yeah. But I mean, majority of the market still the closed OS, Java, or the handset made in China. Yeah. So when you want to make application, you want to make an app, it's gonna be very difficult because there's so much fragmentation. 80% is fragmented. Yeah. So, but you can build application based on mobile web, based on web, based on browser. Even though it's not as sexy, but you got a lot of users using that. Yeah. Almost half actually using QWERTY, not touchscreen. 30% actually dual SIM card. So one phone got 2 SIM cards. These are, I think, okay, I have this, oh, sorry. So actually I have another picture to accompany this. I think last time I do an event together with someone, so I don't want to show that picture. Oh, I do an event with Telkomsel. So I have this another picture actually showing the launch of iPhone in Indonesia. So I'm among one of the people who goes there and try to get an iPhone that time. I was expecting there's a long queue. So Telkomsel, the largest telco, actually prepared a big stage with bands and like a flow for queue. And I say they put aircon, everything, but no one actually come and queue. So this is one event next year. Actually, a local phone. They sell a music phone. Yeah, it's very cheap. Cost you maybe like $20 or $30. The people queuing like crazy, and that phone actually can do data. Yeah. So a lot of this event. So this is totally different market. So where's the money? Some numbers. This is the size of Indonesian ICT market. 220 trillion rupiah. This last year when I get the information, but according to some source, actually the number actually become 300 trillion already. Again, rupiah. Yeah. So divide 10,000 rupiah, you get US dollar. 2015, government actually that time mandated that we need to double our ICT market size. So 440 trillion rupiah. So where's the money from? The mobile value-added service, we talk about mobile market, is below 10%. It's only 20 trillion rupiah. Okay, access premium 6 trillion rupiah. Mobile music 1.7 trillion rupiah. So music actually already goes digital for Indonesia. However, It is not iTunes. We have our own iTunes. It's a different stuff. Okay? Yeah. So 70 to 80% mobile music industry revenue come from mobile. Okay? It's called something called ringback. Okay? So ringback is that like I said, I call novice. Then I listen, instead of the toot very boring thing, I listen to music. So novice can choose a song which people who call him can hear. Yeah, and he can change song every week if you want to. Yeah, and that's very popular. Yeah, as compared like CD and cassette sales is only like 0.2 trillion. Concert is only like 100 billion rupiah. Pirate CD is just this much. But still pirate CD, yeah, if you take 20 million units times 5,000 rupiah, so this is what people count. It's 1 trillion. Still smaller than ringback business. So Indonesian music already goes digital. SMS premium service is 6 trillion rupiah. So actually that people already pay for digital service. Every day there's about 12 million charging event happening. Every day. 12 million charging event happening for Indonesia. But 90% of the transaction is actually below 1,000 rupiah. So you have to be very cheap because remember, you're talking to that segment, the one in the bottom of the pyramid. They only earn $2 per day. You can't sell something for $1, they won't pay, or 50 cents, they cannot pay. But 1,000 rupiah is like 10 cents. It is okay for them. Yeah. So there's huge user. They're paying small money, but there's a lot of them, so make it a big money. Okay? So Indonesia, there's a swarm of local startups. Last count, oh, this is like very outdated. It's a year ago, 240, now 1,000 startups. So we have startup in anything. So from finding restaurant, ticketing, booking nearest gas station, e-commerce, holiday deals, buy house, parenting, fashion tips, and everything. But is it solving anything? If you look at the situation, yeah, most service that most startup that build in Indonesia is based on web. Because why? Well, I like using web, and let's say they build on BlackBerry because I'm using BlackBerry, or in iOS because I like using iOS. But is the Indonesian actually like that? Maybe not. Right? You understand the numbers. Yeah. So we understand the income level of the user, the kind of device is being used. So that's an issue. So a lot of the stuff actually is more like a hobby extension instead of like someone that they really think through, like they do research for that. Okay, I'm going to do this. Is there a market? Who's the user? How much money? How can I collect? Yeah, I think we need to do that. So some of the tips that I think this is some of the few slides. I think this is a huge market. So choose the right market and respond appropriately. Indonesia is a big market. The market size is humongous. If you choose the right segment. Yeah, the mainstream market is still open. Why you have to go to niche, small niches? So I'll give you an example. Anyone know what is the largest portal in Indonesia? What is the largest internet portal in Indonesia? Kaskus. You know how many members Kaskus got? How much? 5 million. Oh. Right? If you look at it, only 5 million registered users in Kaskus. Is that big? It's not big, but it's the largest portal for Indonesia. So, have you heard of the service called MiG33?
What's the name?
MiG33, MIG33.com. It's a mobile social network. Not used by us, but used by maybe our mate, our driver, yeah, people who actually the storekeeper in Matahari, yeah, or the high school kids. Yeah, they got 33 million users in Indonesia. Yeah, have time I'll share more of that. So there's a mass market. So they go to the right segment, they go to the lower end, they go to the feature phones. And then the people are very loyal there. So Indonesian users are very unique and behave differently as other countries. So you as Indonesian, you should know better. Yeah. So whatever you learn here, you have to adapt differently for Indonesia. So start with basic service. I mean, don't go with something very sophisticated. So service that is fun, entertaining, self-expression, I'm going to help you to save money and make money, because for those people who only have like $2 income per day, then saving money is important for them. Yeah, or making money is not important for them. You see that now people use Facebook to do what? To buy and sell stuff. If you follow the Indonesian timeline, it's not about, oh, I'm eating this or eating that, but hey, I have this thing coming up. I got these new clothes. You want to buy? Then you can order, you can check online. That's what happened for Indonesia. People use BlackBerry Messenger, they create a group and start selling stuff there as well. Yeah, so making money is important for everyone. Yeah, and also service related to all of the above is important. And price correctly, be flexible with the business model, Yeah, be flexible with whatever available. Let's say if you force in using credit card, if nobody uses it, why? And work with a carrier, for instance, you do have to pay money, or work another way for that. So I hope I'm not taking too much time. so there's my last slide. If you want to know more, just there's my Twitter address. Then we can chat more from here. Thank you. Oh, yeah. Any questions?
Holly, you want to say?
Yes.
Okay.
What is ICT?
Sorry?
What is ICT?
ICT. What is ICT? Information Communication Telecommunication. It's IT. IT plus communication.
Oh.
Yeah. TIK.
No question?
This will be kind of a prediction question that is kind of hard to know. Like when do you think the penetration of smartphone in Indonesia will reach around 30% of population?
It will. Okay. So, and I believe that some studies says that Indonesia. Okay. Last year, my friend told me, my friend who sold phones told me that okay, there's at least 4 million Android devices in Indonesia, and they estimate by this year we have 10 million Android devices already. Okay, so the penetration of a smartphone, I think is like now maybe about 15-20%. Yeah, it can continue growing. But so this one thing, you can look into that, or you can start looking into ramping the market share because the thing move very fast in emerging market. Yeah, so there's a chance, there's an opportunity because what? A lot of these international companies like Google, Yahoo, everything goes through the smart devices. Yeah, but the feature phone, nobody is looking into that. And that's all the 80% user base. And it's very easy. They are very simple people. Make something fun for them, they use it. Yeah, so it's very quick. There's opportunity for you to really come in and do something with that. Yeah, but smartphone is coming in. Yeah, but the thing is this, like BlackBerry do very well. However, the phone who looks like BlackBerry, they sell like 4 times of BlackBerry. The phone who looks like BlackBerry, yeah, and costs only $40, sell 4 times of BlackBerry. So Android will do very well. But again, the phone who looks like Android, which costs only half of it, will also do much better. Because we see that a lot of people actually have income below $10 per day.
Last question.
Andy. Yeah, go ahead. My question is about the online payment.
Yes.
You mentioned using it through the carrier. Can you tell us about how they got compensated? What is the like a percent of your payment or?
Okay, so it's a case-by-case basis. Currently, a lot of people say we don't want to work with a carrier because like carrier takes 40% rev share or 50% rev share, and they pay like 6 months late or 3 to 6 months late. So they said no way we're going to work with them. But you also have to remember they are the only one who get access to 200 million people. Yeah, you can work with let's say 3%, but you only get 6% of people who you are able to charge. Yeah, so that's one thing that we have to look into. A lot of companies actually make a lot of money by working with a carrier. Okay, and carrier actually improving that. I'm not like always on the side of carrier. Yeah, but sometimes we have to look into that.
So they have a monopoly there?
Not monopoly because the situation, the market situation. Like a lot of Indonesian, they got revenue, they got their income like weekly basis. So I got my income for this week, then I spend it like the next 3 days, no more money. They have to wait for my weekly check again coming in, and I pay for my expenses. So they don't feel there's a need for bank account. Mm-hmm. So no bank account, then they're not eligible for credit card, and that's it. So one thing that I need to point out as well, like a lot of people say, wow, okay, that's the case. Even though the top of the pyramid is small, but they're still big enough, right? And the one who own like enough revenue, enough salary can also be a big market for us. But remember, even though let's say let's say the top of the crop of Indonesian population who earn enough money, it is like the middle class in US or in let's say in the other market in Europe market.